The US dollar is the world's most dominant currency, used by countries and businesses around the globe for international trade, investment, and financial transactions. But how did the dollar become the world's ruling currency? In this video, we'll explore the history of the US dollar and the complex set of historical, political, and economic factors that led to its rise to global prominence. The roots of the US dollar's dominance can be traced back to the end of World War II. In 1944, representatives from 44 countries gathered in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, to establish a new system that would stabilize currencies and promote international economic cooperation. The agreement established the US dollar as the world's reserve currency, and other currencies were pegged to the US dollar at a fixed exchange rate. Under the Bretton Woods system, the US government promised to exchange US dollars for gold at a fixed rate of 30 fabas per ounce. This gold exchange standard gave the US dollar a stable and reliable backing and made it an attractive currency for international trade and investment. The US dollar's dominance was further cemented by the post-war economic boom in the United States. With Europe in ruins, the US became the world's largest economy, and its economic power made the US dollar the preferred currency for international trade and investment. The US dollar was also used by international financial institutions, such as the IMF and the World Bank, which further solidified its position as the world's reserve currency. In the 1960s, the United States faced mounting inflationary pressures, and its commitment to maintaining the gold peg became unsustainable. The US government began printing more dollars to finance its spending, which led to an oversupply of dollars in circulation and a corresponding decline in the value of the US dollar. This led to concerns among other countries that their reserves of US dollars would lose their value, and that the Bretton Woods system was no longer sustainable. In 1971, President Nixon announced that the US would no longer exchange US dollars for gold, effectively ending the gold exchange standard and the Bretton Woods system. This move destabilized the international monetary system and created a period of uncertainty and volatility. Despite the end of the Bretton Woods system, the US dollar retained its dominant position in the international monetary system. The US dollar's strength was supported by the strength of the US economy and the stability of the US political system, as well as the continuing use of the US dollar in international trade and finance. Today, the US dollar is still the world's reserve currency and is used in over 80% of all foreign exchange transactions. The US dollar's position as the dominant currency is supported by a range of factors, including the size and strength of the US economy, the stability of the US political system, and the continuing use of the US dollar in international trade and finance. In conclusion, the history of the US dollar as the world's dominant currency is a complex and fascinating story that reflects the political, economic, and social forces that have shaped the modern world. The US dollar's position as the world's reserve currency has had significant impacts on global trade and finance, and its continued dominance is likely to be a topic of discussion and debate for years to come.